Greetings, Auto Subs, VideoJames, and today we're going to be looking at how to use Shaymin. Now, Shaymin, not going to lie, it's absolutely adorable. I mean, look at that. It's a tiny little grass hedgehog. It's like Sonic if he were cute. But anyway, today we're going to be looking at how to use Shaymin. Now, Shaymin is actually one of my favorite legends because not only is it cute, but the base form has 100 in every stat, and the sky form has some pretty overpowered stats. And we're going to be actually looking at both of them today. So when we look at Shaymin regular form, we see that it's the only grass type, meaning we are going to have all of the grass weaknesses like fire, flying, ice, bug, and I think, yeah, poison. Poison too. I didn't forget poison. Don't yell at me, I didn't forget poison. And we have the natural cure ability. So natural cure is basically if you have a status condition like poison, burn, yada yada yada, when you switch out, that status condition actually gets canceled out. So you switch out on, say, a Chansey with natural cure when it's poisoned into a Greninja, and then, oh surprise, the Chansey has no poison. Now when we look at Sky form, we see that it's actually a grass and flying typing. So now we are actually getting an extra 4 times weakness to that ice, as well as losing our ground resistance. That ground we're actually going to be getting immune to now, and we are actually going to be getting damaged normally by electric as well now. That since we're getting that flying typing, we're actually getting a super effective and a non-super effective, so they counter each other out and make Shaymin actually neutral damaged from electric. And then we are getting our bug weakness actually lost, because bug is actually resisted by flying. But then we are actually going to be getting the rock weakness, which is probably going to be bad if we see a Lycanroc, but you know, we can kill Lycanroc just as easily as it can kill us. And now we see the Shaymin Sky form ability is Serene Grace. And half of you probably just left the video. But anyway, if you know what Serene Grace does, it's basically an ability where any secondary status, or not status, but any secondary effect has the chances of it activating doubled. And a lot of people know this ability because of one particular Pokemon, Togekiss. So, back in ye olden days, when Landorus and Tapu Koko weren't everywhere, Togekiss was actually one of the biggest Pokemon to see in Wi-Fi battles, because of its basically good speed and good special attack, and the fact that it had Serene Grace with Air Slash, and the fact that Togekiss could be put up with a Choice Scarf and it would be outspeeding most Pokemon, and then it could just go Air Slash to constantly flinch the opponent, is that it would make it just overpowered. And Shaymin kind of gets that same effect, but with better stats. So we see, looking at regular Shaymin stats, again, it's 600, we got a base 100 and everything, so it can honestly go any multitude of ways. Shaymin Sky form, we actually see that the stats are a tiny bit different. That we've got 75 in both defenses, we've got 100 in the HP still, we've got 103 in the attack, we've actually got 120 in the special attack now, so that's jumping up by 20, and we've actually got 127 in the speed. Now what's interesting about these stat changes is that it still equals 600. That no matter what Shaymin form you're using, both forms are actually going to have a 600 base stat total. And then looking at our first Shaymin set, we see it's actually a Life Orb set. Now, there is a possibility of running a choice item on this, but I prefer Life Orb over it, honestly, in my professional opinion, because you don't really get locked down as much. So the idea behind this is, we've got the Life Orb with the Natural Cure, we've got Seed Flare, Earth Power, Hidden Power Fire, and Synthesis with the maxed out special attack and speed with the Timid Nature. And then we just got 4 EVs thrown in special defense. So the idea behind this Shaymin is we're basically going to be a sweeper with that possibility to actually do some good damage on stuff that tanks. So we see we got Seed Flare. That Seed Flare is a massively damaging move. That Seed Flare has a 120 base power with 85% accuracy and a 40% chance to lower the target's special defense by 2. Which means that 40% of the time, Seed Flare is just going to be getting even more powerful. Now, granted, it does have that chance to miss, but it is only an 85% chance to miss, as compared to, like, Iron Tail, where it's a 70% chance to miss. Then we have Earth Power, just that 80 base power ground-type move to counter stuff like fire types. We have Hidden Power Fire there, just to kind of counter ice types and bug types, that we are going to be seeing a lot of those coming up against Shaymin, so we're going to be like, okay, Fire Boy. And then we also get Synthesis just for that heal recovery, that if we're running up against something that tanks, or if we know they're going to switch into something that's going to try and set up, then we can just go Synthesis, and get our health back if we've taken a good amount of damage, and then we can just Synthesis, get that back, and then be like, okay, what up, come at me. And then we get the Life Orb there just for that boosted damage. That Life Orb is actually going to be giving us that 1.3 boost to all of our attacks. And then again, we see maxed out special attack and speed investment, which means we are actually going to be getting very fast. That we are actually going to be outspeeding a lot of Pokemon. That, a lot of the base 100 speed Pokemon are typically going to be invested in Modest rather than Timid. So we are actually going to be outspeeding a lot of Pokemon. And we are going to be outspeeding all the stuff that's below 100 as well, which is a lot of stuff. Especially with Water-type teams, because I've seen a lot of times Water-type teams are actually becoming more common. Like, it's like the new meta for some reason. And then we see we also have a tanky Shaymin. So we got the leftovers, again, with the Natural Cure. We're always going to have Natural Cure on Land Shaymin and always Serene Grace on Sky Shaymin. It's always going to be the same thing. But we see we got Protect, Leech Seed, Seed Flare, and Synthesis, with the maxed out HP and special defense, with the 4 EVs thrown in the defense, and with the calm nature. So the idea behind this one is we're basically a tankier Shaymin, that we've got Protect to kind of just give us that one turn of, oh, we're not going to take any damage. We've got Leech Seed to kind of steal health from our opponent. We've got Seed Flare just for that massive damaging move, and then we've got Synthesis in the event that we actually end up losing more health than we can recover with Leech Seed. That if we run into something that we can actually stall up against, then we can just send Shaymin back in and it can recover the health. And the good thing about this one is it is actually interchangeable. So we see we have 100 in the special defense right now and calm nature. That's easily just as reversible. That we could run, instead of special defense investment, we could run maxed out defense investment, and we could run a bold nature instead of calm nature. So really, this Shaymin set can work both ways. It really just depends on what you think you're going to end up seeing more often. So it all just depends on how you want to run it. And then, of course, we got the leftovers there just for that tiny little bit of health recovery. Actually, a double set. So I did see that Shaymin had a tiny bit of usefulness when it came to double battles. Now, let me explain. When we see Shaymin, we see that it's got Substitute, Leech Seed, Tailwind, and Seed Flare with the maxed out HP, 156 in the special defense, and 100 in the speed. So we see we got leftovers to give us that little health back. We got Substitute to kind of give us that little wall. We got Leech Seed as a health recovering move and a draining move. We've got Tailwind, and we've got Seed Flare. Now, the idea behind this set is it's a double set, basically. That you're going to want to run this in a double battle, basically, to make it the most efficient. And you're going to want to run it with a specific Pokemon. So we see we've got the 100 in the speed, so we are actually going to be outspeeding a good amount. That even the Pokemon that do end up having 261 as a max speed, we are actually going to be outspeeding a lot of the ones below that. That a lot of the common 261 max speed Pokemon will actually be getting outsped by Shaymin a lot of time. Then we see we have the 156 in the special defense with the calm nature again. And again, that could be interchangeable depending on how you want to run it, but, you know, whatever you want to run. And we see that we get the 302 in the special defense and the 404 in the HP. So we basically got that tanky setup, and then we can just go for Substitute first turn to kind of give us that little wall that with our max HP and our max special defense, we aren't really going to be taking that many hits from stuff that would hurt us too bad. And then we have Leech Seed just as a kind of a setup move that we can drain health from our opponent while they're trying to set up or while they're trying to hit another Pokemon. We got Tailwind to kind of boost our speed for our entire team, that in 4 turns, if Shaymin dies, or if Lopunny dies, or if, say, something else with Fake Out dies, then we can actually use Shaymin, get the Tailwind off, and everything will just have maximum speed if it has to switch in. And we have Seed Flare there. Again, Seed Flare just has that massive damage and that amazing effect. Honestly, Seed Flare should probably make Shaymin OP on its own. Seed Flare should probably register any Pokemon using it OP by itself. But with this Shaymin, typically you're going to want to run something like Fake Out, like Lopunny. That Lopunny has extremely high attack and speed, and it can cover a lot of Shaymin's weaknesses, and it also has Fake Out to cover for that first turn where Shaymin wants to set up the Synthesis, or the Substitute. That Lopunny goes out first turn of Shaymin, gets the Fake Out off on Shaymin's biggest threat, and then Lopunny probably just takes a hit from whatever else is on the field, because Lopunny is going to be taking the big threat. And then Shaymin just sets up the Substitute, and it gets off what it needs to. That it's got that protection, so now we're going to be able to do what we need to, and then meanwhile Lopunny's just going to be able to take care of what Shaymin's weak to, in that with our massive attack and speed, we're actually going to be doing a good deal of damage to basically everything else on the field. And then moving on to Shaymin's Sky form, we see we actually do have a Choice Scarf set. So, the reason Shaymin Choice Scarf works so well with Sky is because of the moveset. So we see we got Seed Flare, Air Slash, Earth Power, and Healing Wish with Serene Grace. We've got the maxed out HP, the maxed out special attack, and the 4 in the special defense with the Modest Nature. So the idea behind this Shaymin is basically, again, sweeper. That we've got the 372 in the special attack making us amazingly broken. We've got the high HP hitting the 404, again, amazingly broken. We got the Seed Flare with the massive damage and the massively useful effect, getting doubled to 80% by Serene Grace. I repeat, massively broken. We've got Air Slash with his flying typing and the 70 base power, plus the 20% chance to flinch getting up to 40. I repeat, or no, not 20%, 60%. But, I repeat, broken. We've got Earth Power covering our fire weaknesses, as well as at least one of our other weaknesses, and our electric non-resistance. So, that's good. And then we got Healing Wish. That Healing Wish, if we switch in late game into something, and Shaymin's like low health or it's about to die, then we can just go for Healing Wish, and Shaymin will die, and then whatever switches in will be instantly healed and brought up back to full health. Now, the good thing about Shaymin Sky Form is you can run it with max HP and special attack, and you're still going to be outspeeding a lot of the common Choice Scarfers. That even Togekiss, even with its maxed out speed and the Timid Nature investment, we're only getting 284. So, Togekiss, we're going to be getting outsped by a Shaymin, and we're going to be taking massive amounts of damage from its moveset. That even with the resistances to Air Slash and Seed Flare, Shaymin's still going to be doing massive amounts of damage to a Togekiss. And then we see the final Shaymin set is actually a tanky Sky Form. So we see we get the maxed out, well, almost maxed out. We get the 240 in the HP with the 16 in the defense, and then 252 in the speed. And we've also got Protect, Leech Seed, Air Slash, and Seed Flare with the leftovers. So the idea behind this one is that we're a bit more tanky, but we're still maintaining our speed. So we got Protect to kind of give us that free turn of just not taking any damage and getting our heal. We've got Leech Seed to kind of just set up against our opponent. We've got Air Slash to just do the flinch. And really, that's basically just the core of this Shaymin. That, with Protect, we just get that free turn. Leech Seed, we set up a Leech Seed first turn. We can just get that free heal first turn if our opponent's not really going to be doing anything to us. And we're going to be getting that heal recovery. And then next turn, we just go, oh, Air Slash, you're going to get flinched. You're not really going to be able to do anything. Shaymin gets the heal, plus it gets the leftovers bonus. Air Slash, oh, you're going to get damaged again. You're going to get flinched again. Leech Seed's going to get the damage off on you. You're going to get killed. We're going to have a free kill on you. And that basically works out really well. That even with Shaymin only having 126 in, or 120 in the special attack, leaving 276 in the speed, it's still going to be doing a good amount of damage. And we don't really need to be doing that high an amount of damage because of Leech Seed. That Leech Seed takes 12% of the enemy's HP each turn. Air Slash, it's going to be getting a boost from our flying typing, plus we're going to be getting that flinch chance up to 60% every turn, meaning we are going to actually be able to get a lot of free turns off of Shaymin, especially with its speed that we see, the 388 speed. We're going to be able to counter a lot of stuff that hurts us really bad, like Greninja. We're going to be able to flinch that a lot of the time, and we're going to actually be able to take that down fairly easily. And then that's actually going to be it for how to use Shaymin. Again, Shaymin is really cute, but overpoweredly broken. And honestly, it's probably one of the best legends in the game, I would have to say. It's better than Tapu Koko, and I don't remember its official, I don't remember its official ranking, but I think it's Uber. Let me check. Yeah, Uber. Okay. I don't really think it's deserving of Uber. Well, I guess Uber. I mean, okay. I guess with the speed, it could be considered Uber. But even then, that's basically the same amount of speed as Tapu Koko. And I think Tapu Koko has those exact same stats. Except for higher speed. I think it's got like 130 in the speed, I believe. I don't know. But anyway, Shaymin, one of my favorite legendaries. Absolutely broken. Almost any way you can use it in its regular form. A lot of ways you can still use it in its Sky form. And it's honestly just one of the better legendaries in the game, I would say. I absolutely love Shaymin. But anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. If you guys have any recommendations for Pokemon you want to see me do in the future, let me know down in the comments. And if you did like this video, you can slap the like button as always. And I will see all you beautiful people in the next video.